I am supporting Colin Kaepernick. I am also supporting the stance that he took because police brutality continues to be an issue amongst people of color. Okay, so yes, I do still support what Colin Kaepernick was fighting for. And I don't support the fact that the NFL, which is a non-for-profit organization, seems to be taking a stance against his stance. You shouldn't be taking a stance against his stance anyway. You're a non-for-profit organization. You really shouldn't have shit to say. But okay, I digress. You blackball him from the entire league. Yeah, she's not going to support that. I don't understand what you don't understand about that. If one person isn't being given a job because they're being blackballed because of their stance against police brutality, we should be standing up as a community for that person. We should be. Now listen, Jay-Z is entitled to do whatever he wants to do. But I'm with Rihanna. I think it is some sellout shit. I'm sorry. I do. Because this isn't about, let's not diminish this to just being about Colin Kaepernick. At any rate, Rihanna also goes on to do a special edition of hashtag Go Ask Anna. Yes, that's Anna Wintour, honey. And Anna asked her in the, and you can find this interview on Vogue.com. For the full interview of Go Ask Anna. But in the interview, Anna asks Rihanna, do you hope to have a baby? Where Rihanna coyly answers with a laugh, I don't think about that stuff like that, but God's plan. And then she says, ... I can't wait to see the rumors about my pregnancy now. Now, to me, that's not her exactly denying that she is or is not pregnant. That's just her kind of saying, hey, I don't think about it. And listen, Rihanna ain't us. She don't have to think about getting pregnant, bitch. If the rest of us get pregnant, bitch, what day did it happen? What day is it going to happen? What day is it not going to happen? Okay. All right, so Tyler Perry continues to blow our proverbial minds. By now, you've heard about his record-breaking movie and television studio lot down there in Atlanta. However, Tyler revealed in a CBS interview with Gayle King that he plans to use the studio and his influence to help at-risk youth, LGBTQIA youth, and women by providing places on the lot for them to work and or have shelter. How? Listen, okay? Say what you want about who took Medea's big piece of chicken, okay? Say what you want. But blessed is this man because he is passing his blessing on, you know, and this is what we all talk about. This is what we're all holding people to task for. Now, I don't know about you, but I ain't really out here doing too much except running my mouth, okay? So shout out to Tyler Perry for just everything that he's doing right now and you know, just what a positive light he is putting our community in. And yeah, I'm just so excited about all of the things that's happening down there at Tyler Perry Studios. You know what else I'm excited about? My nigga JT is free. That's right, you guys. JT of City Girls is free. If you haven't heard, if you don't know, now you know. And to accompany her newfound freedom, JT just dropped her first new single called JT's First Day Out. Have you listened? No? Okay, me either. That's okay. No worries, right? If you have not listened, you can find her new single on iTunes. Let us know, let the whole class know what is going on there. Okay. So you girls love a good throwback moment, don't ya? Well, there's a triple threat throwback moment coming back to haunt you girls. And, well, I ain't talking about singing, acting, and dancing. No, ma'am, Pam. I'm talking about the trifecta of STDs, syphilis, gonorrhea, and chlamydia. Oh, yes, girls. The triple threat is back. Okay, based on a 2018 STD surveillance report, the combined cases reached an all-time high of more than 2.4 million new cases of the 3 STDs. So let's break out your abacus, you guys, and let's do a little math here, and let's break it down and see what that means, right? That means that there is 1.75 million new cases of chlamydia, and that is the most ever since the 1990s. Bitch, not only are you motherfuckers dressing like the 90s, you guys are fucking like the 90s too. That's so cute. All right, primary and secondary cases of syphilis, which are the 2 most infected stages, rose 14% since 2007 with 35,000 cases, and that is the highest number since the 90s. Bitch, you motherfuckers are really throwing it back, huh? Throwing that bass back in a circle for real, honey. A throwback circle of triple threatedness. 500,000 new gonorrhea cases. That's a 63% increase since 2004. You guys, I understand that you guys love a good throwback moment. You guys are giving a good CeCe Peniston finally look. But if you motherfuckers don't stop fucking like it's the 90s and stop bringing back these throwback diseases, wrap your dicks up. Wrap it up, you guys. My goodness. Animals. Anyways. Oh my God. Did you guys see Howard had their homecoming and Kanye West took his bloodstained banner over to the yard? Oh yes. Yes, he did. I keep telling you motherfuckers that if you want to be a friend of Kanye's God, it's gonna cost you. I can't believe he went to Howard. I can't believe y'all allowed him at Howard. All I need, listen, all I know is that, and I'm not saying to ban Kanye West from doing anything, because honestly, it don't bother me. If you don't like it, just don't support it, period. So none of that stuff really bothers me per se. I think it's just like the idea that like we are all still supporting this farce of like, I don't know. I'm not one to question anybody's Christianity. So I don't know if these gospel shows or these gospel infused shows that he's doing is actually a real, if there's real spirituality behind it, or is this just a show? I don't know. I don't care. What I actually have beef with is like the profit that you're making off of the merchandise associated with it. Now, for those of you who are unfamiliar, if you buy it's not like you're getting quality out here, kids, all right? It's not. So please don't be fooled. Like, you are just getting a run-of-the-mill sweatshirt that you could have gotten at Walmart for $7, and it just has a Kanye West-esque screen print on it with an overused font. Like, whatever. And listen, I have spent money on Kanye West merch, okay? I've spent $60 on one of them Gildan pre-shrunken rough ass cotton t-shirts, okay? Only to have that shit shrink up like like for an oversized teddy bear in the fucking washing machine. But whatever. But yeah, Kanye West was at Howard Homecoming. Now, you know who was not performing this weekend? Georgetown University actually canceled a performance of Fabulous at their school based on the alleged history of domestic violence with the rapper. What say you? Are you guys offended or not? Here's the thing. We always talk about the cancel culture, right? This person's canceled, that person's canceled, whatever. Ultimately, these people are truly never canceled. There's always going to be a platform, even for the stupid. You know what I mean? You can agree to disagree. Now, if I don't agree and I choose not to support you from a financial standpoint or from an attention standpoint, or I just don't want that energy, all I got to do is just not entertain it. I don't want you to like never have a career or whatever. I don't care. You know what I mean? Whoever wants to support you, that is their personal business. I am not going to make it my agenda to walk around protesting your existence. Like, I'm not going to do that. You know what I mean? Like, that energy doesn't serve me well, because at the end of the day, you can go on being, but just not existing in my world, period. You know what I mean? But you'll exist for somebody. Just because I don't see it doesn't mean you don't. Listen, I walked into my mom's house the other day, and my dad always has the radio on some, Caribbean station. And there's R. Kelly playing, just playing. I think to myself, well, what? Are people still playing R. Kelly? Yeah, girl, people are still listening to him. Even though he is locked up with no chance of bail right now, people are still seeing it for him. And I just thought to myself, this is ridiculous. But you know what? Okay, not my business. And I just kept it pumping. I get it that you guys are not into Fab because of what he did. I feel the same way. I actually do not listen to his music. And I know that he is a very popular guest appearance on a lot of songs. And listen, whatever happens to him in his personal life or whatever, he's not an enemy of mine, please. Okay. He is no enemy to me. But what I do know is that, I am someone who's been through domestic violence. I take it very seriously. I don't want to support, anyone who thinks that that's okay. Now, I don't know if that's his stance or not. Everything that's ever happened with him has been alleged. And for all accounts, it does seem like he is, happy and in love with the person that he is alleged to have had domestic violence incidences with. So, I mean, if they're happy, good on ya. But for me, I just don't choose to want to support that energy. That's just me. He's not an enemy of mine. I don't know him. I don't care to know him. It's whatever. It's just not something, I think that, my thing with celebrities is that, no, you do not have to come and explain your personal lives to us. You know what I mean? But I think that once your personal life is out there and it's being kind of given grist for the mill as part of your story, it's up to you whether or not you want to address the specific incident. However, I don't think that it is above you to come out and say something like, no, I don't agree with this negative thing and I don't support it and I don't choose to talk about anything that happened in my personal life. But just so that we're clear, that's not okay. I liken that very much to what happened with Kevin Hart, and we're still holding him up in prayer, hoping that he's okay since his car accident. But I also will not be watching any of his specials or anything like that, just because, in my personal opinion, his reaction to people bringing up his older tweet about what he would do to his son. If you don't recall, there was a situation where he had tweeted some time ago that something to the effect of what he would do if his son was, in a situation where his sexuality might be questioned or whatever the case is. And I think he said he would beat him, or I don't know. He said something disparaging. Anyway, case in point being, that was brought up during the time that he was slated to host the Oscars. And unfortunately, he was asked to not host the Oscars at that point because people had a huge problem with what he had said in the past. Now, instead of coming out and just saying, you know what, obviously, I don't agree with that stance. It's something that I had said a long time ago. But you know what? In my ignorance, I said something dumb. And no, that's not okay, because I know that today there are a lot of kids who are going through something like that. And nobody deserves to be made physically, mentally, verbally, emotionally made to be abused. His response was, I already said I'm sorry. I ain't saying sorry no more. So, And for us, and we've talked about this on the show, that was a situation